Hey, good morning, y'all. So, it is Tuesday morning. I got up, slept in a little bit, um, more than normal, I would say, because it's cold. It's like 20 something degrees here. Ridiculous. I think the high is barely over freezing today, but it is what it is, right? So I got up, I did a little 15-18 minute walk with Grow Joe, and I went to take my blood pressure this morning, and my device was acting up. Like sometimes it just one arm is an issue, so I come back and do like the next arm. Tried it like 4 different times this morning alone. Um, I'm over it. So it is what it is, right? But I also ran out of glucose, not glucose, scratch that. I ran out of ketone strips. So I don't take my glucose because I don't have diabetes and I'm not pre-diabetic either. But I ran out of ketone strips. So I ordered them over 2 weeks ago. But I guess all the storms and stuff across the country has delayed them. And it's delayed them for a lot of people on Virta. And so they're just like, oh, just keep weighing in and doing whatever other check-ins you would do, which I am. Um, and when you get them, you get them. Cool beans, right? Because I'm not going out paying them and trying to figure out which device it is and which strips to use. Nah, that's Virta. With Virta, all that's for free. So that's what I'm going to use. So this morning I didn't test my ketones, but I've been in ketosis this whole time, which is great. And again, I do continue to weigh in. And with that, this weekend, I think y'all, I finally had my whoosh. I think. Y'all let me know. What do you think? So I have been weighing in and with like this 20-pound loss, 20-pound gain, 20-pound loss, 20-pound gain. And I think I'm past that. I'm past that 2 pounds. I say 20 pounds? 2 pounds, sorry, 2 pounds. I'm past that 2 pounds and maybe even a little bit more, which is exciting, right? Um, I haven't done anything different, I don't think. The only thing I can think of is I have been consistent on getting 64 ounces of plain water. And well, sometimes 8 of that ounces is tea because immunity wise, I'm not taking my gummies like I normally do because they have more carbs. So I'm trying to get that echinacea and that elderberry in through tea. So I will say, sometimes 8 ounces is a immunity tea, but otherwise it's 64 ounces of plain water, not including like broth or element for the electrolytes. So exciting. Hopefully it sticks. And I say that because in a couple of days it's my birthday and I am having a planned exception or planned lapse. More about that later. But for now, let's get into what I'm having for breakfast. So I decided to make the note meal because I wanted to buy this apple crisp sugar-free syrup. So here, I'll show y'all. This is what it looks like. It's apple crisp. It says coffee syrups, but it's for proteins, lattes. I think it might be for drinks. I tried it, mixed it in, and it smells like apple, but it's not giving apple taste. It's not giving a bad taste. It has a slight aftertaste that you would get from any other sugar-free syrup, so it didn't take me off. I didn't catch me off guard or anything. I think stevia. This one has stevia. Just found it on Amazon because Amazon has like the individual flavors. That's kind of like harder to find in the stores. Every store I checked for like an apple flavor didn't have one, so I just went with Amazon with it. Again, it's not giving me apple. Kind of some notes, definitely sweet enough. It's just not giving me apple. But what has been hitting, and I just came out. It says silk oat creamer, zero sugar. Now you said oat creamer, like how is that keto? But now look, here are it's gonna focus in on me. No carbs. It's probably not gonna focus on y'all. No carbs, no protein either, just a little bit of fat. And yeah, it's oat milk, but I keep reading things that people say like, oh, there's like ways that companies get around saying, oh, it's made with almond milk or it's made with oat milk. Like they just have to put like a little bit of oat milk in there for it to be that way, to call it oat milk, and then still label it as the first ingredient. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I know it doesn't appear to be affecting my ketones. I'm still in ketosis. I have tried it with coffee just to see with decaf, and it's pretty good. I'm loving it though with these element packets. This is the chocolate chai. I got this in like a chocolate sampler pack, which was just um, chocolate mint, chocolate raspberry, and chocolate chai. I'm just mad I can't just get chocolate chai. I also want to try the chocolate caramel, but you can't, it's not, the caramel is not in a sampler. It's only in like a 30 pack, but I don't know if I like it yet. I don't know. If y'all get Element and y'all want to try and maybe like split it up so we can see, I don't know, y'all, somebody hit me up, hit me in the comments. Anyway, so I think next time I'm going to add some of this silk into the oat meal instead of the regular like almond milk and then like coconut cream that it calls for. Maybe I'll also mix it with this new sugar-free just to see. I mean, I'm not giving up on it, but I'm not convinced, at least not in this particular meal. So here's what it looks like. So oat meal has hemp seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds, protein powder. I use unflavored, Anthony's unflavored pea protein flour. It has 0 carbs for every 8 grams of protein. And then you mix in your coconut milk. And then this on top though is actually yogurt. So I add in the yogurt for the probiotics. You can check my prior vlogs. Being regular is important to me. I think this particular mix helps with the seeds and stuff. I normally have not this much, but these versions of seeds every single day. It's important. It really is important for me. That dark green leafy vegetables and some type of probiotic. And for me, that's been kimchi and this yogurt. So I'm about to go have breakfast and I will get back with y'all to take you on my day, see how things are going. Hopefully I remember to record. We'll see. All right, y'all, it's lunchtime. Had a busy morning of meetings and now it's time to eat. It's around 12 something. I just went in there and got something pretty quick. And of course made enough for leftovers. So here we go. So I have some chicken strips. So these are Morningstar. These are vegan. They're pretty small. They're slightly pre-seasoned. They come frozen. And then this is just some broccoli, organic broccoli I got from Costco. And this has cheese sauce on top. It's the Daya brand. It's in the packets, the like cheese sauce that you would find shelf stable. So I just got those. I've been eating the Gardein Ultimate chicken strips. They have a good amount of protein and they're really tasty and they're strips. Like they're more like a regular chicken strip, if you will. I don't know how to explain it. But these Morningstar ones are pretty small. So these are good for like, if you want something like in your salad, or like in this case, more like a casserole type thing. I picked these up, number one, just to check the macros, and they have more protein. It's like 24 grams of protein for every like 3/4 cup, I believe is the serving size, maybe 2/3 cup. And then it's only like 5 grams of carbs. So not bad, it's pretty good. And it's cheaper than the Gardein Ultimate. So I was like, well, let me give it a try to see taste-wise. And taste-wise is fine. I've been eating them with buffalo sauce, on a salad. That's how I've been eating them. So I just use the rest of the bag to make this. I made 3 servings, so that'll get me through the next couple of days, probably for lunch. So again, they're not bad. They're a good alternative. I probably still will go back to the Gardein when I actually just want like a tender-ish on the side. But these are good too. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to work a little bit more. Then I'm going to my dentist appointment. I have a new dentist. And then, yeah, we'll see what the rest of the day brings. So I forgot to tell you about my snack mix. So I'm going to grab an ounce of nuts, maybe even a half an ounce of nuts. Virta gives you a food scale. I already have one, but they give you one. And I know that this is about an ounce. It's really up to this line right here, maybe even a little less. It's definitely not more than that. So still be mindful, right? Like an ounce of nuts, which should also be like your palm full, if you will, if you don't have something to measure, but I already kind of pre-measured and kind of get an idea. So, with my lunch, right, I knew my protein, my main source of protein, that was good to go. Then I added my vegetable, which was the broccoli. And then I added, your flavoring, your seasoning, right? Because nobody want no dry food and unflavored too. So that was the cheese that I use. And again, it's not a health food. Like, it's nothing I would eat every day, but it kind of came together. It reminded me like of a broccoli chicken cheese casserole. So it worked great. And again, it was vegan, so go for it. But with that though, I still probably need a little bit more fat. I tend to eat nuts, the ounce of nuts. You can even go to 2 ounces of nuts. Just really depends on your tolerance and stuff. For lunch and dinner. Normally I don't have for breakfast, maybe on Sundays because I eat breakfast later on Sundays. But yeah, just a half an ounce of nuts, no more than like 2 ounces of nuts a day. And that doesn't include like nut butters. But with that, I tried peanut butter, the salted, regular, no sugar added, and I went through like half a jar in like 2 weeks. So I was like, no. I cannot do that. It was just a little too addicting. And I like that part of this process, right? Like, you get to learn stuff about yourself. And where I'm like, oh, I don't have it in the house, it's fine. Like, I have to test things, and I tested that. And it's not that I can't, I have to chill on it. I gotta chill on it. But anyway, back to these nuts. Okay, so this is what I'm going to put in here. So essentially, ignore that's not what that is. This is actually a keto nut mix. And yes, that is cheese. It's, the little cheese cube, cheese, like whatever people be buying. I give them to my kids. I just pick them out. But nonetheless, these are already other stuff that I had. So this keto mix comes in a bag, kind of like this, from Costco. It is Kirkland brand, but they also have this, which I had already had. They had these, which I already had, peanuts. The walnuts I got from Aldi, I already had those. And then I just purchased these roasted macadamia nuts. I really love like the flavor ones that I got in Hawaii. Those are expensive though. But the fattiness of it is really fulfilling. Really, really fulfilling. So anyway, so sometimes I just mix these together. Some are higher in carbs, like cashews, and I think almonds are slightly higher in carbs, and so are peanuts. So, this has Brazil nuts, pecans, macadamia nuts, the cheese, and then there's one other nut in there too. So I just kind of mix and match or whatever I want and go from there. So yeah, I'm going to have that with my lunch. So I'm doing my best not to snack. I can see a difference when I'm adding little stuff throughout the day. That doesn't seem to help my metabolism. I think my body prefers eat and then let's keep it moving. So even like my broth or element, I will try to piggyback on the meal. Um, so I might, you know, break my fast, have food, and then I'm immediately drinking like the element or the broth, and then I'm done. And then it's just water, maybe tea. Like I said, it is the season for colds, so maybe like an immunity tea or something. But I try to bring that as close to a meal as possible as well. That way, it's not up and down, up and down, up and down. It's more. It is kind of more up and down. That's what my body tends to prefer. At least I think, or at least that seems to be working for me. So there's that. All right, hope y'all can hear me over the air fryer. It's kind of loud. Y'all, anybody else got that Ninja Foodie and the air fryer is just real loud. But anyway, um, got back from the dentist's office. Everything went well. No issues, no concerns. A little iffy at the beginning, but no problem. We worked it out. Um, so I'm going to make myself dinner and the family dinner. And here's what I'm having. So I'm going to get a sausage here. This is a bratwurst. This is the Good and Gather brand. Beyond brand has similar macros, but this is just what I'm using because it was cheaper. I'm going to pair that with some mixed greens. These are collards, mustard, and turnip greens mixed together that I cooked. And then, of course, yellow mustard. It's a great condiment for keto. Use that on the brat when it's done. And then a little bit of some kimchi, again, for the probiotics. This is mother-in-law's brand. It's my first time trying it. It's not bad. It's pretty thick. Like there was some really thick slices of cabbage. If you don't like that, that might be an issue, but it gets the job done. So this will be for dinner. Plus, I only had a few nuts, like maybe 3/4 of an ounce of nuts. So I'm going to either use some nut butter and with celery, because I love peanut butter and celery, or I'm just going to stick with just some regular nuts and call it a day. And then I'm probably going to have a broth tonight, a cup of broth instead of the element. But we'll see how I'm feeling. Probably grab a couple of swigs of some sugar-free sparkling water, flavored water, and then call it a day. So we'll see how it goes, but this is the plan. Good morning. It is almost 8:30 and I've already worked out. So I did the 13-15 minute Grow with Joe on YouTube session. So I did that and just got up, took a shower, got ready for work, got the kids off, and husband is on his way out. So already logged in, answered some emails, talked to a couple folks, and now I'm finishing up my breakfast. I have an appointment to get my eyebrows done, which I need, and then just a bunch of meetings and stuff, just work as normal. Plan on going to do some shopping later this afternoon after work. We'll see how that goes. But first, breakfast. All right, here's the Just Egg. This is 4 servings. So this is 20 grams of protein, not including the spinach, power greens mix that's in here, and some other stuff that I'll add to give it a little bit more protein. So again, just egg. It has only one carb for every 5 grams of protein, which isn't bad. Again, vegan is going to have carbs, so the lowest I can get for the protein, the better. But then I always throw a little flaxseed, hemp hearts, even chia seeds on something throughout the day, whether it's here in this eggs, whether it's salad, just on tofu, like it doesn't matter, like just throw it on top. Get yourself a little bit more protein, of course a little bit more carbs, right, but a little bit more protein, and it's good for digestion and stuff too. And then of course this is the power greens mix. I get this big pack from Costco, and it has kale, where is that? It has baby shard, spinach, and baby kale. So yeah, this will be breakfast. Ooh, it's cold. All right, y'all. Headed to Trader Joe's. Yes, that's fake fur for all the vegans looking. But yeah, let's see what they have. Y'all see my eyebrows? My eyebrows got my eyebrows done. Still got to fill in a little bit because I overplucked a couple years ago during the pandemic. But anyway, let's go. All right, y'all, this is what we got from Trader Joe's. Some of this I probably should have waited on, but nonetheless. Okay, these are like my absolute favorite. They're so good, and they were out of them for so long. But I can't have these right now. We'll talk about that later. Same with these. I probably should have waited on these, but they were vegan and cheddar, and my store finally got them. They've been out for a bit. So I got those again. Can't eat those right now. I got some guacamole. The avocados didn't look good, so, or not like really ready. So I got this. The kids, husband and kids are having tacos for dinner. Again, I don't eat avocado right now, so that's it for me. This is the only other non-vegan thing on here, which is the beef burrito. My husband and kids like this for tacos. So may or may not use that tonight, but have it in stock. Okay, tofu. I haven't tried theirs. I've been getting the Aldi brand, which is organic and just extra firm. This is super firm, so I don't know if there's a difference between super and extra firm. Nonetheless, that's what we got. And the vegan Caesar dressing, my family still likes it even if it's vegan. It's pretty good. They like their Parmesan cheese too, which is vegan. And then these little olive packets I got. This will be for my upcoming trip, so saving those. And then these are some vegan keto protein bars. These two are by Misfits. And then this one was by the Barbells. I haven't had either of these before. These are, I can't tell, these are way too many carbs, like 27 grams of carbs, right? That's a whole day. That I'm at 30 is my target. Or max, I really should say. So these will, again, are for my trip. So at least their protein is vegan based and their ingredients are vegan based, even if they're a little higher in my normal carbs, which again, I will talk about in a separate video. But for now, this is what we got. So that's my little haul. All right, I was putting my snacks away that I got from Trader Joe's when I realized I didn't show y'all the other snacks that I got. These are from Lynn and Larry's. They're the cookie-fied bar. This is the cookies and cream version. It's still not, still like 22 grams for a bar. But again, I'm going on a trip. I want to try these. My husband likes Lynn and Larry's cookies. So if I don't like them, him or my kids will eat them. But I do want to try it. So I just have to sneak it in, find a day where I'm not so heavy on carbs to get a little piece of it to see if I like it. And we'll see. I got that from Target. Then these protein crisp. This is the barbecue, and it's by Power Crunch. And this is the salt and vinegar. These aren't as bad, right? Like the carbs for like, I think it's like half the container or something, is only 5 grams. So it's not bad. And the protein is decent, right? Protein is decent. These I have been eating because I needed to try it for myself. These are expensive. They come in a 2-pack and they're like $9, but they're good. They're good. The salt and vinegar are almost addicting. Like, don't play around with it. Don't play around. If you like salt and vinegar chips and you just gonna keep going, don't do it. But I've been snacking on them, just like 1, 2 here, maybe every other day. They legit. So again, these are at some Targets. I got mine at HEB. No, everyone doesn't have that. So yeah, just these are vegan as well. Maybe. All right, it is about 12:48. It's lunchtime. I'm hungry. So I just came in and grabbed leftovers real quick. I clearly used my lunch break to get my eyebrows done and stop by Trader Joe's. So this was what I had yesterday. So again, it's the chicken and the broccoli and cheese. Doing my half of a ounce or whatever. This is just, I usually eat one whole thing of nuts a day, and I decided to do the half. So macadamia nuts, little cashew, little almonds, and then going to top it off with some Immune Zoom. This is the elderberry and an ignatia, because I'm over here reading and people are like, flu, COVID, RSV, H1N1, bird flu. Too much. Y'all see, like, I've been spraying everything down with Lysol. We got the hand sanitizer and stuff. Just, I ain't playing. So, yeah, this is what it is. So when I was preparing my tea, I remembered I needed to take my multivitamin. It's been a while since I'd taken it. This is the one I use. Seems pretty good so far. And then this, I usually make my family my own concoction of tea and turmeric, and I rehydrate elderberries, dried elderberries, organic dried elderberries, and make a whole concoction. But this I keep on deck when things get a little rough. So maybe they start, even though they take their supplements, they may even take the tea I make. Either I sweeten that tea with this, because this is sweet. It does have honey in it, and I think it has another type of sweetener in it too. So let's see if it focuses in. Yeah. The white grape juice concentrate. So again, this is not like probably the best, but it really is strong. And if you just like have the tea that I have and then like brew that, like brew a big pot of that, maybe the elderberries as well. Add some turmeric with pepper because you need black pepper to activate the turmeric. Maybe some more ginger or even cinnamon. And then mix this in here as well, and then I divide it and they drink on that. So I usually keep this on deck because it's helpful. So I am mostly through my first 32 ounce, though I have started on my second one because I was driving. So usually if I'm driving, I don't just take a little bit. I'll take the next one and start working on that. So I'm gonna use this with my pill and maybe put the rest in my cup for my tea, and that'll be that. All right, I decided to come to the mall. Here we go. We're gonna make our first stop, Uniqlo. So you put it in. Well, alrighty then. Okay. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the person trio. I'll need a bag. All right. Okay, I am back home. Let me show you what I got. I got this sweater from JCPenney. It was on clearance. It's Liz Claiborne. I think it was like $35, and then I had a $10 birthday coupon. So I think it's gonna wear for my birthday. It has like this shimmer, silver shimmer. So I'm gonna pair it with black and some silver jewelry and accessories and go from there. And then from Uniqlo, this is what I got from Uniqlo. I was going for a mid-layer item, a shirt specifically. I thought the the turtleneck would be good. I'm going to a cold weather climate and I have thermals, but I need another layer as well. So decided to try this out. So yeah. Evening, it's 7:31 and do-rag is on, which means we settling down for the night. Gonna take my earrings off. We can call it a night. Um, but I still need to drink the rest of my broth. So, 2 cups of broth a day, at least 8 hours in between. So I need to do my second one. And I need to take my second magnesium. So this Mag 64, again, that's the one with calcium. Twice a day. I split my dose just to make it easier on my stomach. I don't know if that helps or not, but that's what I do. And then in the evenings, I take this for eye health. I work from home. I'm on the computer all the time. Then just normally scrolling TV, whatever. And now I'm trying to vlog more. So now that means on the camera as well as editing. So that's that. I did try that Lenny and Larry's cookie-fied bar that I showed y'all. Tried a little bit of it. Just did a little taste and gave my husband the rest. So that's like, I guess, like a marshmallow piece or whatever. It wasn't bad. It wasn't chalky or anything, not major aftertaste or anything like that. It wasn't like, oh yeah, this is like scrumptious, but it's still like, okay, there's protein in it, like you could tell, but it wasn't bad either. So I am keeping one to take on my trip, and I'm just giving the rest to my husband. I didn't like him like that much. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the vlog here. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you guys soon. Bye, y'all.